Pollard here, and welcome to the Mr. Pollard English YouTube channel, set up to help you really ace your English. Now, in today's video, what I'd like to do is, in just 6 steps, help you to learn a process that you can use in any of the Cambridge IGCSE English literature papers, in particular the extract questions. And today I'm going to explain to you each of these steps and also why each of the steps is kind of helpful for you to score higher grades in your English literature exams, which of course is why you're here. Right, let's crack on and let's look at this. Hi, so as I said in the introduction, this is about giving you 6 steps to a brilliant IGCSE English literature answer, moving from the question itself right through to beginning to write your essay. Now, 6 steps probably seems like quite a lot. The idea is that these steps are really quite short, and the more you practice them, the quicker you'll get. So let's run through them now. So step 1 then is to carefully read the question before you read the extract. Now, why do you do this? This step's going to enable you to focus on the wording of the question from the very beginning to help you write a really precise answer. So let's read the question. Read this passage and then answer the question that follows it. Then you have, of course, in this bit here will be the passage, and then the question is, how does Adichie make this such a disturbing moment in the novel? Okay, so step 2 then is to underline or highlight the keywords in the question. Why do you do this? Well, this step's going to ensure that you answer the question and think about exactly what the question is asking you to consider. So very often the question will be how or ways in which, and both really kind of mean the same thing. You're going to be analysing the techniques that the writer uses in the extract. Okay, well, one of the other things that's really important to state is that time after time after time, the chief examiner's reports come back and they're really clear. Those students who focus on the question fully in their answers score the highest marks. So this stage really is kind of a no-brainer. It also means you're saving time by actively reading the extract, looking for evidence to answer the question itself, rather than writing some kind of rather vague and unfocused response. So that's step 2. Okay, and so this is what step 2 would look like in practice. You can see my rather poor handwriting here, but you can see I've started to pick out the keywords. Now, step 3 is optional, where you're going to think of synonyms perhaps for the keywords in the question. And the reason for this is that it might help you when you're writing your topic sentences, and it's certainly going to enable you to write, I think, focused and precise body paragraphs. As you see here, I've come up with some synonyms for disturbing, alarming, distressing, upsetting, ominous, etc. Step 4 then is to read the extract and annotate at the same time as you're going through. Why do you do this? Well, this step's going to mean that you focus on the how or the ways in which the writer achieves their effects on you, the reader. You're identifying techniques such as language, structure, and in fact, any patterns that you see in the extract itself. I'd say for this that you need to make sure that you've got a pen or a pencil to underline and make these annotations. If you like your colours, then of course use one or more highlighters, but do be careful not to waste time making it look all colourful and pretty. The examiner will not be reading the annotations and highlighting. The reason you do this is to help you. Messy is fine, as you can see in the examples that I'm showing you from my annotations. So why do you do this? We've said that it focuses you on the how, it gets you identifying techniques, asking yourselves, are there patterns in the verbs used or the adjectives or adverbs? Are some words or phrases repeated? Are there metaphors, simile, or personification being used? And how are the characters presented? What about dialogue, description? Okay, so this is what it might look like here. And this is an example of a section from my annotations. Here you've got possible symbolism. I've picked out repetition going on there. As you can see, it is not pretty. but it's there just to help you when you're coming to put together and structure your response. So step 5 then is to go through your annotations and look for patterns and features to plan your main body paragraphs. Why do you do this? Well, it's going to help you to zoom in on the key techniques such as language, structure, etc., and other patterns to ensure that you select only the most relevant evidence to support your points. It will mean each paragraph you write is 100% answering the question. So here we see an example of another piece of annotation from me. Okay, and so step 6 then is to plan your answer. And this step's really going to help you with your order when you're busy writing your essay. How many times have you been there where you've written a plan and you've just not gone back to it? You've not used it and you've gone off at a tangent or you've forgotten what you were going to say. So the plan is there really to serve you and help you when you're in the business of writing the essay itself. Please remember that your plan really should be no longer than 5 or 6 paragraphs and is there only to help you. The examiner's not going to be looking at it. So please keep it brief and keep it really simple. So this might be a sample that you could use across any of the papers where you're answering extract questions. So this is a plan that I came up with. You can see it's pretty rough and ready. You can see for paragraph 2 here, I kind of changed my mind. There's some crossing out. That's all fine. You know, the grouping and the planning, really important stages so that you know exactly what you're going to be answering, what you're going to be saying, what examples you're going to be picking out when you come to write the essay itself. Those are the 6 steps that I think will help you when you come to answer your Cambridge IGCSE English literature extract questions. Please, if you've got any questions of your own, put them in the comments below. I'd be really happy to answer them if I can help you in any other way. Look out for other videos where I show you this process being used with past questions. And of course, as ever, if you want to be the first to get new content to help you ace your English, then please, please, please hit that subscribe button. And I look forward to seeing you next time on the Mr. Pollard English YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.